Everybody, Spegtacular, the Silverstacular. Once again, if you want something cool, you got to go to the cool places. It will be an unboxing from Spectre's Mint. This, I think you probably already have an idea of what the theme is going to be about. There you go, Russian roulette. Remember my dad, a long time ago, and probably a lot of you have watched it, Deer Hunter, right? Very famous scenes in that having to do with Russian roulette. Very sad indeed. And a very cool box, I'll say right here. 2-ounce, 999 fine silver coin. It's going to be a coin from Spectre's Mint. You know, Spectre's Mint makes some really neat coins, really neat pieces for the hobby. And making it into a coin tends to make it, first of all, a little bit more expensive because we have to go through a country in order to, say, hey, can we make this into a coin? And they say, oh, yes or no. And it's a whole process, ladies and gentlemen. It's a whole process, an expensive process nonetheless. Here is the coin. Look at the insanity of the detail in this thing. Who here has watched The Deer Hunter? Have you watched that movie? Leave me a little comment. I'll tell you what, there are two very iconic scenes, and I'll say at least two, from that movie having to do with this theme right here. And very sad for sure, but it's interesting, and you probably want to go ahead and, if you haven't watched the movie, at least watch those scenes, because I tell you what, it's a it's a thing that makes you think for sure. So there is one side of a coin, and we know that coins have multiple sides. Let's see what's going on over here. Oh yeah, one in the chamber. Look at that, huh? And you can see that it actually is a coin. 10,000 francs right there. In case you want to go to the store and spend this, 2-ounce 999 fine silver. Each piece is limited mintage, and you can see that they leave a gap right here in the custom capsule so that you can actually see the number, which looks like 88 right there, the Ocho Ocho. Very neat piece right there. You can see the roulette wheel. You can see the iconic, well, it looks like the headband from The Deer Hunter, right, with the red headband. There's a lot going on. Cigars, cigarettes. Looks like a cup spilling over right there. Very cool. Cool piece, huh? I actually, funny story, I played some roulette the other day, although it had nothing to do with the Russian version. I played some roulette and I was like, you know what? Let's put my money on red. I was feeling red. I don't know what it was. I was like, let me put everything I have on red. And guess what happened? Came up black. Unbelievable. That's the way the cookie crumbles, unfortunately. Very cool piece. You know that Spectre's gives us $20 off of all of their really limited mintage, really, unique pieces. So first link always in the description right there will have a link to their website. And of course, it will have the coupon code right there, which saves you $20. And also, without the coupon even, you can get free worldwide shipping with any of their pieces. So it's a pretty good deal. If you are a collector, you definitely want to have Spectre's bookmarked, the website, because they got some neat pieces. Look at that high relief bullet right there. That is cool. That is really, really neat. I'm just like fascinated by all the detail. I'm sitting there like, okay, like I want to talk to you guys and tell you about this piece, but there's just, look at the high relief. Look at that. There's just so much going on that I'm just kind of like flabbergasted here. So there we go. There's a nice up close. You can see maybe right here. So they got a little bit of colorization on the one in the chamber right there, the one bullet. You can see that gold. You can see the colorization right there on the headband. The whole thing is antiqued, of course, except for the colored spots. And then right here, you have the black and you got the gold colored spots. Very cool. A lot going on. And a lot of people might be like, well, I just collect bullion. That's great. That's great. You should. You should definitely collect bullion. But if you are a collector of things that are a little bit more fancy in the hobby, Spectre's has the stuff, I tell you what. And not only do they just make cool stuff, but they make that cool stuff like special with how everything is serialized on the piece. Everything has like different colorizations, gold gilding on certain areas of the pieces, and the high relief, and the fact that it's a coin. All very neat. So cool. I'm very, very happy to know Spectre's Mint, just because, no other mint really does it like this. Anyways, I think it's just awesome. They got such cool pieces. You got to check out their website. If that's not your piece right there, I bet you their website has something that would interest you. I got to go for now. I appreciate you for watching. Spegtacular is out. Well, hello everybody. I seek to educate and entertain through my journey of collecting coins and stacking precious metals. I encourage you to subscribe and please stay with me on this journey. I am Spegtacular, the Silver Stacular. You know, when I was a kid, we did this every day in school, and I believe we need to bring this back a little bit, and I'm going to start right now. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.